Okay guys, so here I have my Peninsula. It's right next to my refrigerator here. So I have the 3 drawers, and then I have my recycling bin, and then I have another drawer up top where I keep like the saran wrap and whatnot. But I want to show this to you very quickly. In here you see that I have my larger spoons, cutting boards, and spoon rests, as well as bamboo, not bamboo skewers, but skewers I got from the Dollar Tree. Now we didn't have any more of the bamboo ones, so I used these in a pinch and they work very, very well. So the liner you see here is actually from Walmart, as well as the spoon rest here. Now I do have to say the spoon rest is not very stable. If you were to put it on the table like I would here, it looks very nice, but the base here doesn't really hold it very well. So I only use these for small spoons or smaller items that I don't have to worry about it spilling over. But I do have my heavy duty spoon rest here, as well as another spoon rest underneath. And then I have my different size cutting boards that I use all the time. Now this item here, this is actually 2 of them. I don't remember the name of this, but I got it from IKEA. This is 1 set, and I believe it was $14.99. I have to double check on the price, but this one here is actually a 1 set, and I got it as well as from IKEA. So if you want to do a single and mix and match them, you can, or if you want to do a full set. They also have bamboo ones that are a little more expensive, and they're very pretty, but I thought this was fine for my kitchen. It kind of goes with the colors anyway, so it looks good. And these are all my larger spoons here from parties and whatnot. So in this second drawer, as you can see, is where I house all of my storage containers with their lids. I just took a large Rubbermaid container and then just threw all the other lids inside of it. Then I have a small little container there. Those are actually for dipping sauces and whatnot. And then I have my other different containers. Most of these are from Rubbermaid, and if not from Rubbermaid, they're from Dollar Tree or from like containers that you use for sandwiches. I just hold on to them until I no longer need them, and then I get rid of them. On the far left here, I have my hand mixer, and then this white thing here is to cut my fruits. And then I have some extra little measuring cups. Now I have a lot. I have 3 sets here because these I've had for many, many years. This set here my husband just bought from the Dollar Tree, but this is my absolutely favorite set. It's really, really cute and colorful, and I love using these. Now this bottom drawer is where I put my baking sheets. So I have all my baking sheet pans here. There's a couple that are missing because I did bake over the weekend and I did wash them, but they're just sitting around drying up really quickly. And I have my baking sheets for like pies and cakes and whatnot. And then that weird looking top thing is from the Dollar Tree. It's supposed to help keep, when you're frying foods, help it keep from splattering. Now underneath that's my pizza pan, and on the bottom is my extra large cutting board that doesn't fit on the top drawer, and I just put it down here. And there's an empty spot here where I would put my meatloaf pan, which is soaking right now because we had meatloaf for dinner. In this drawer here is pretty much where I keep, oops, I got stuck. Pretty much where I keep my aluminum foil, my wax paper, my Ziploc containers, my sandwich bags. So when I make the kids their lunch in the morning, I would just set it up right here and then just assemble everything and use these to kind of, we brown bag a lot in this household, so that's why you see the brown bags, because the girls don't always buy lunch for school. Even though we're on summer break right now, my husband still brown bags his stuff, but he does have a carrying bag he uses for his lunches. Also, besides my refrigerator, I have here is an organizational system that I have created for myself. It's almost like a command center, but what I have here is my calendar for July. I have yet to fill it out, but we're actually in the week of June 24th if you look at my menu on the left here. Now this menu board I got from Target. It was about $2.50. It was on sale the day that I got it. If not, regular price I think would have been like $3 or $3.50, something along that line. And it was a great investment because for $3, even if it was $3, I've used it constantly. I love it, and that's my menu for the week. Over here, I just took a printout of my own calendar that I created. It's just squares, and I put days of the week, and then I left the dates blank. and I left the month blank so that I can fill it in. As you can tell, July is my birthday, plus mine and my husband's wedding anniversary. And I'm going to be filling it out, so that's why it's up there, because I'm prepping myself for next week, which will be entering the July week. Now down here on the table itself, I have my dog's treats, and then I also have on the left hand side here is where I keep my fruits, but we ran out. The girls ate all the fruits. I have to go back to John and get some more fruit for them. And then this little glass vase is actually from the Dollar Tree, and I just threw some pens and Sharpies in there and some pencils. This container here is actually from Target. I bought it a few years ago. I've had it about 5 years, if that long. I believe it's about 5 years old. And inside I have my cleaning schedule for the week. And I also keep track of what day my daughters do, like the recycling, who does dishes and who does the trash for the week. That way I can keep track of who's doing what and don't get confused. And then I'll put this down here. And then I got these folders here that are for ourselves. Each one has a category in it. Right now I have it separated as far as mom, dad, the girls, and then I have Oakley's, to file, and then have Oakley's, and then I have anything that belongs to Hip and Creative here. And this is just the girls' end of the school year paperwork that I have yet to put away, and I'll be doing that soon. And here on this really tight corner, it's just a notepad that I keep, so if I need to get something from the store that I forgot that we ran out of, I would write it down here very quickly, and then I would take this list with me to go grocery shopping. I just find it very convenient to do this because oftentimes I'm always kind of like in a rush, and in the morning I usually do my list for the week the same day that I do my menu, and then I just write the list down. But I like to go through my pantry first and see what I have, decide on what I'm going to make for dinner that week with what I have available, and if I need anything extra, I just write it down and bring it with me. Now this drawer is actually next to my dishwasher, and inside for now I place all of my washcloths in here. This is not the full set. I still have some that are downstairs that need to be washed, so this is just the other sets. I got them from Walmart. They're about $3 and you get a pack of, I believe, 3 of them or 4 of them, I forget. In here for now is where I house my cleaning supplies, but it's actually not working for me because it's really hard for me to have to bend down and go way in the back to find everything. So I'm going to be moving them to a new location, which is going to be underneath the sink. And so I'm going to share a video with you on underneath the sink organization with that. So here next to my stove is some more drawers and my Lazy Susan. So I'm going to open up the Lazy Susan very quickly and just show you what's inside. As you can see, this is where I house my mixing bowls, and on the bottom here is where I put all my pots and pans. Now this rotates, but I want to change it to the one that actually comes out to you, because I think it'll be easier to reach everything. But for now, I have everything in here. There's a couple of missing spots because, again, when we make dinner, we used up some of the items that were in here. So I need, I have some empty spots for things. But this is it for the most part, my mixing bowls and whatnot. And then here I have a spot missing for my rice bowl, my rice pot, and then come this way. These are all my pots and pans. Now these 4 drawers here are pretty much the only other drawers I have in this kitchen. And on this top drawer here is where I keep all of my spoons and whatnot. So for the most part, this is what they look like on a daily basis. Unless, girls use up all the spoons and utensils and whatnot, we have to clean them. But for the most part, this is how I keep this top drawer. Starting from the back over here, this is just something I got from a clearance find at the Christmas tree shop many years ago. And inside it just has the cookie cutters. And then here's my 2 timers, and then this thing here is actually a strainer. On the left here I have some of the measuring spoons. Again, this is a set that came from the Dollar Tree. This one came from a gift of many years ago. This I don't remember where we got it from, but I've had it for so long and I use them all the time. And then I have the silver set here. Now these containers, these are very long containers here. I got these from the Dollar Tree, as well as that container that is in there as well. This third drawer here, it's pretty much more of the same. Again, the containers you see in here are from the Dollar Tree. Now on this bottom drawer, in here is where I keep all of my towels, my oven mitts, and those little wooden plaques that you put underneath your pots and pans so they don't burn the surfaces. Now here's not much, but I have just the dog's treats for now. We're going to be adding a pull-out shelf so that we can easily slide the items in and out, but this is where the dog's food and treats are going to be housed. Now moving to this drawer here. Oh, before I forget, I don't know if you've noticed, I have a pantry here. I'm not going to show this to you today because I am going to be doing a pantry organizational video that I want to share with you guys. So for now, I'm just going to skip past that because I'm still in a work in progress with that. And here I have my side cabinet, and in here I only put things that I don't use often, so it's more of a storage area. So on the first shelf here is like little dipping cups and whatnot. On the next shelf I have my candles, and then up here is like little mini serving cups. And then up there is just my things for when I make tostone, which is like fried plantains, if you're not familiar with that. Now this one here is actually empty, and excuse the mess up front. I'm actually in the process of having to clean my cabinets. I have cleaned them before, but it's been a couple days and it catches up quick. But I really don't have much in here. I just have that. So that's it. It's empty except for 1 bottle of olive oil and Nesquik. Oh wait, and another container of oil there. So I think that's it. Yeah, and my vinegar. I almost forgot about that. Now this cabinet here is right next to the microwave, and it's where I house all of my canned goods and any overflow items and baking items. So I'm just gonna give you a wide shot first and then give you an idea of what it's in here. Let me step back. So starting from the left here, I have my cookie cutters. Next to it I have mason jars, and then immediately after that I have the last little bit of my chocolate melts or my candy melts. In that container there is just more baking needs, like my spatulas and my rolling pins. On the second shelf out here I have some dressing, and then right next to that I have my cream of wheat, which is farina, and then I have my brown sugar. Now the containers that are in there are from IKEA, and I believe they were $3.99 per container, and it works really well. I really like it. It's small enough to house some of my baking needs without having to take up too much space in my cabinet, which is awesome. Those are just some Oreos my husband got me, and then the rest of these here. This next shelf here is where I have most of my baking needs and my cooking needs. So these 2 shelves are the ones I use the most. And of course you can see I have breadcrumbs and salt, and then more of the same, and some canned goods here. So on this next shelf here I have these containers that come from the Dollar Tree. I believe you get 3, or is it 2 for $1, and I bought 2 sets, and I'm using 3 here, and then I have the 4th one in my pantry. And this also came from the Dollar Tree. It looks just like the other longer ones. This next area here is more of my storage items versus it is for food. So on the very top, I house my platters. On the second shelf here, I have these little cups that I got a very long time ago, and we use them for smoothies, ice cream, milkshakes. Next to it, I store all of my mini ice cream bowls and mini containers like that. On this next shelf, well, by the way, the containers themselves, the white bins, are actually the ones you see from the Dollar Tree. I'll try to show you what it looks like here. And then inside is pretty much housing more of the water bottles. And then I have extra plates there that are really large serving plates. I just put them there. And this is actually a container for syrup. I bought 2 of them, but I broke one because this is a plastic top. It doesn't really work too well with you let the syrup stay in there. And I made the mistake of putting it in the refrigerator. It hardened, and then when I tried to use it, it snapped right off. Dummy me, I didn't think it was gonna do that, but it did. So here I have all the time use stuff. I have my Pyrexes here, my my measuring cups, I should say. Then I have, these are the thermoses that I use for the girls' soups or spaghetti, and even nuggets. And you know the trick that if you put hot water in here for about 5 minutes or longer, then it'll keep your food warmer longer for the kids. I've been doing that for many years. My oldest is 18. I think I've been doing that trick since she was like in kindergarten. So yeah, I've been doing that for many years. Here's the other container. Here it is. And then inside I just have like the can lids that are in here, and then I have my potato chip clips in here, and then I have this little measuring cup that is my husband's for when he makes his coffee, and that's that. Now some of you that are new are noticing that I have a really weird looking window. We recently renovated our house. When I say recently, it's been about close to 5 months now that we renovated. But we're still doing finishing touches on it, so that's where you see some unfinished things like unpainted walls. The frame is missing from the window. This window actually has to be replaced. I don't even have a window ledge yet, but it's a functioning kitchen, so that's stuff that can wait. I also don't even have a backsplash, if you notice. So this is my last cabinet here, and this one here pretty much just is above my dishwasher, and inside I keep all of my plates and cups and mugs. Let me just pull back some so you can get a better view. Okay, so starting from the top here, as you can see, I have my mini little serving cups. Next to that is my stemless wine glass, but they're plastic, so that's awesome. And here I have my copper mugs. On the next shelf is just more of the mason jars. And then I have my husband's transformer mugs. And then after that I have my French mugs. Some of them are missing because again we used them and they're in the wash. Then these are my seasonal mugs in the back. This one here is from my daughter's class trip. Alyssa went to a class trip last year where they were camping, and they gave her a mug and a t-shirt. This next row here are more of the same, more mugs. These are more the ones that I use. So this is my husband's Contigo. He loves that thing. He uses it all the time. Obviously not today because I didn't wash and give it to him in time and he forgot to do it himself. Then that's his mug from Disney store. It's the Incredible Dad mug. He just got that as a Father's Day gift from the girls. And then this is my Universal Studio mug that I got as a gift for my birthday last year. My Superman mug. Some more mugs back there. And then that is my camera mug. I love this thing. This is a camera mug. I love it. And then these are Ava's mugs here that she loves to drink out of. Now the other mugs, Alyssa and Adriana share mugs with me, and we just take whichever mug. So even though I say they're my mugs, it's pretty much everyone's mugs. These are our bowls. These are the ones that we got from, I believe they're from Walmart. I forget because I've had them for so long. And some of them are missing because we used them for lunch today. And then these are the square plates that come with them. And then I do have some paper plates that we use when we don't want to dirty up a plate. Okay guys, that's everything for this video. I hope you found it interesting and helpful. I just wanted to show you how I organize my kitchen and what systems I have in place right now. If you did like this type of video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe if you love lifestyle videos, organizational systems, hauls, and anything that has to do with a home. So until next time guys, I hope you all have a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.